When it comes to metrics, how do you know if local SEO is working? Here are a few metrics that matter. One is the local pack ranking. How often are you showing up in the top 3 for searches like chiropractor near me, Botox clinic near me? The second area is looking at organic traffic to your Google business profile. Just because you show up in map search in the map pack, just because you show up in a near me search, that's the first step. But how many of them actually take the next step of clicking on that pin in map search or clicking on that near me search result to view your Google business profile listing? That's the second metric that we track, is how many more views on the Google profile are we actually getting? And last, but certainly not least, and this is where you kind of close the loop here, is how many website visits and phone calls are you getting directly from the Google business profile listing? You can actually track, and Google supplies this information, how many of those website button clicks or call clicks that people put on it. It'll actually show you in Google how many of those are getting. So if you're seeing an increase in rankings, an increase in organic traffic, and an increase in website visits, it likely means that your local SEO strategy is starting to work. A lot of times what happens is you might get shown more in the local map pack, you might be getting more organic traffic to your profile, but you're not getting website visits and phone calls. A lot of times when I diagnose that problem, it's because the content on the Google business profile listing is not good enough to get someone to come over. Let's talk about why local SEO is hard for small to medium-sized businesses. I see 3 kind of issues on why it's hard for small businesses to manage their own local SEO without a vendor or a freelancer or a marketing team. The other side of this too are the technical challenges that a lot of small businesses have when it comes to executing local SEO. The first is this idea of website and schema. Schema is a type of code that helps Google understand your services. This is really important, and a lot of you might have built your website. You kind of did a DIY approach to building your website, and you might have left out the right type of code or schema that helps Google understand how to read your website efficiently. Even if you can track your own performance, knowing what to do with the data is another story. Should you change your service pages? Should you create more of them? Update your business category? Should you add reviews? It's hard to know as you look at all the output and the data that you get from trying to optimize local SEO. And last but not least is that on the mobile side, a lot of patients are searching from their phones. A lot of them are starting their searches in Google Maps instead of the traditional Google search bar. If your site is not mobile friendly, it loads slowly or has clunky navigation, Google is going to push you down the results list, right? And it's going to be a poor customer experience in interfacing with your website. So go to your website on mobile and see how easy it is to book an appointment or contact you. If you're not happy with it, most likely your customer is not happy from it. So let's talk about time commitment. Here's the real kicker, and I think the reason why most small businesses in the healthcare and wellness space fail at local SEO. It takes time. I'll tell you that you probably need about 20 to 40 hours to get things set up. And then after that, I would expect maybe 5 to 10 hours per week of management for ongoing content updates, responding to reviews, posting photos, checking performance, making changes to your local SEO strategy. They provide great results. They can create content for you. They can create backlinks. They really know what they're doing. But typically, they can generate great results, but will generally cost $1,000 to $5,000 a month. If you have a full service SEO agency, I find it very, very difficult for them to do all SEO, including the long tail blog stuff, for anything less than $1,000 a month. So if you're paying, someone is saying they're doing full service SEO for you and you're paying a few $100s a month, you might want to ask for some of those reports to see what kind of results you're getting. The next are specialized local SEO firms, which are a little bit more affordable and focused on local only. These typically run between $300 to $1,000 a month, but usually what these specialized local SEO firms are trying to do is they're trying to really focus on getting you found in map search and those near me searches. So they're going to spend a lot of time optimizing your Google business profile and your local service content, but they may not pursue a long tail blog post strategy that a full service SEO agency might do. Freelancers or consultants. Look, these can be really budget friendly, but you got to be a lot more hands-on And you need to know much more about what they need to do for local SEO, because a lot of them say they do SEO, but they only do one portion of it. They may do the technical piece of it, or they may optimize the Google business profile, but they may not do anything else. Pricing varies a lot here. So if you're hiring an individual freelancer consultant, be very careful about the methodology that they're going to use to execute local SEO. Then you have do-it-yourself platforms. Bright Local, Yext, Moz, all of these are tools that we use as an agency, and frankly, any good local SEO agency is going to use these same tools. You can certainly use them by yourself, but if you don't have the time and can't do it consistently, you might want to consider a professional to take that over for you.